So this is part two. We left off where I was tying on the cinch for the pack saddle, and I showed you a little bit about how to tie it on. The reason I showed you how to tie it on that way is because if for some reason a horse goes down or something, or a mule, you can grab this end piece and you can actually pull that and it'll come loose. Okay? You can do it a traditional way, but like I said, the way I like to do it is I go down through here, so one more time, and I come back up through that hole, and I'm making a loop here, okay, the whole time, and then I push that through like this. It's a safety mechanism. It allows that to actually come loose if you need it to in a hurry. The other way is a little bit harder. You have to cut your rope, cut your latigo if you need to get that off of them. So when you're back, especially when you're back in these mountains, well, anywhere, I don't care where you are, but you get back in these mountains, it can get really, really steep and so forth, and you just got to be careful. A good horse will make it through it. So that's fairly secure. Here again, I pull that hair or that skin loose, so I'm avoiding that ripple effect in there and the soreness happening. So I'm going to come back now that the saddle is secure. Then I can put my other pieces on, if you will, onto the horse. So this is called a britchin. This is a piece that actually is designed to stabilize the saddle centered as best as possible in this area when you're going down or up steep hills. So if you're going down something, you need something to stabilize it. So they've designed britchins through the years that do that. So to properly fit a britchin, what you want to do is you're going to slide that right down their butt there, if you will. Okay, it's going to fall down. Come around, you're going to take that tail out of there. You're going to drive that tail. And you want to fit just about right in there. It's almost a little bit low, but it's not too bad. Okay. It could be a little bit higher. For some reason she needs to be readjusted. This is why you adjust it. We're going up about a week. And so you want to readjust that. You can actually adjust that. This is called a Conway buckle. And you'll see there's, I don't know if you can see or not, there's a little post in there. There's holes, and you can move it back and forth and adjust it. Okay. So I kind of trying to bring it up a little bit. Yeah. So if it fits right in this general area, right on the thigh here, you don't want too far down, you don't want too far up. Okay? You want it just about right in there. It's actually pretty good. This has got a double strap. It's already connected to the decker here, decker saddle. I'm going to come around, snap it here. It helps stabilize it. On the other side, do the same. It should already be snapped in. You don't want it too far. You look here, I can put my hand in it. It's a little bit loose, but not too bad. Remember, this is just about having it stable in case she does start going down a hill. It'll kind of slide forward. So I want a little bit of play there. It's not too bad. It probably could be a little bit tighter. It's just a skosh tighter, so I might just tighten that up. And so, I think I'm loosening it actually. I am. So, I don't know. They're kind of tricky. It takes practice to keep playing with these, but you always want to go out beforehand and check it. It's a little bit better. All right, now breast collar is in the front. Same idea with the breast collar. You come around. This particular decker is very nicely designed. It's got two straps, so it can kind of keeps it in the center, and a snap here. Okay, it's a little bit loose. This horse has probably lost a little bit of weight. I can kind of put her on a diet a little bit because she's getting a little too heavy. I think I'm going big. I'm going a little too big. So I think what I'll do is I'll just pull it up. I want to make sure that post pops in that hole. I think what I'll do is I'll pop it up here. It looks like somebody else did the same thing for me and put another hole. So we're going to make it a little bit tighter on our chest area here. It's kind of a hard deal to pull, but there's a small hole there. A little bit, should hold it right there. Okay, there's not a whole lot of pressure. This is more of one to hold it up, little bit loose, but not too bad. I could go to the rear here if I wanted to, but I'm not too worried about it actually. So that is on there, secured. Pig and strings out of the way. Now I'll show you with the panniers that you can put on. With your panniers, you want to make sure that your panniers are kind of set where you need them to be close. So if there's a lot of weight in there, there's not a whole lot of weight on one side for very long, so I can go to the other side and put the pannier on. These do not have hooks on them. These straps here are what go through your pannier. There is Decker hooks, and what Decker hooks do is it allows you to, oh hey baby, just be able to snap them on. They're kind of handy. I just don't have them, so I would recommend you get Decker hooks. But you can hold it with your side, go up. What you're doing is you want to put this about midway, I'd say. Come back around here to the other side. You do the same thing. Now, with weight in there, you want to make sure that your weight is equal. I'll drop those down. These are empty. I'm just practicing today. But see how this pole here is about in the center. You can go up with it if you want to. A little bit more. Might go up a little bit. Just going to show you the difference. But it centers it on the horse. Okay. So that it actually holds, that's good, okay? So it centers it right in here, this area. If you look down here, there's that piece of wood right here. So everything's gonna kind of have that pressure. It's gonna be even, it's not gonna be too much pressure. Now, like I said, I wanna go to the other side. I will show you these little grain sacks in here. An idea I'm trying, and I'll do a video to see if it works. If we get an elk down, I want to see if we can't quarter it and put some of the meat in little grain sacks. And then I can put the grain sacks on the animal. Two reasons why. One, blood. You get blood all over your stuff, it'll eat through your canvas and ruin your canvas and really quickly. So that's one reason I want to try to avoid as much blood all over my canvas. The other reason is just maybe it'll be easier to pack out. It's an experiment, we're going to try it. But I gotta get it out first. So put this side up here. You're gonna make sure it's even as much as possible. Now I said Decker hooks are handy. That way you can snap them on and go. If you've got 10 horses to load, you need to do it fast. So doing this slows you down a little bit. Okay, so there's a little bit more weight on this side. I can tell. If you want to you can actually take these and lift them up a little. And you can kind of tell you do the weight. Just a little bit more weight than this one. Just a few of those make a difference. It's good so the horse gets used to the noise. You do this beforehand. Okay, just throw these over here. I know that's not a whole lot of weight, but there's there's some ropes in there too. So I'm going to tie this down just because I'm practicing right now. This is about all we're going to put on there. You can put a top load here in between. Okay, so you can have your panniers, and when you're checking your panniers, if you look, they should be about level on both sides. This is level to the ground, about the same distance. It's going to be the best way to do that. I have a quick system I've set up. This is a lash cinch. It's got a hook on the end, okay, and it's tied onto here. You want to make sure that your hook is pointing to the back. Throw that over. I've designed this rope a little shorter. The reason I did that was because if I put a top load on, I can actually throw this on the top load and just have basically one rope, and maybe a couple others. It makes it a little bit quicker. I don't have to pack a whole lot of big stuff. So I'm not throwing a diamond hitch and all that. So come over here, keep your rope up like that. The idea is to swing that as much as possible. Get a nice swing going. Pretend you're a good horse. Okay, I'm gonna hook that in, center as best you can. If you've got a top load, this will help, right? I also want to make sure there's nothing in the way here. See this sink, there we go. This can just sit right underneath. Now, personally, this is what I'm going to do. I'll show you a trick. Come up here and do a half hitch. Well, not really a half hitch yet, but I'm going to do a loop through there. And then I'm going to take and do a half hitch. A half hitch is grab that bottom part, twist it around, and it locks it. I'll show you why I did that. Because now that it fell out, good horse. Okay, go underneath here, hook it. Bring it around here. You want to center that best you can. See how these leather wear patches are? That's what they're there for. Okay, you pull it tight. And I come up to here. Run that through. Like that. Pull that tight. And everything is going to be nice and tight. Do another loop. Everything is about quick release. I'll do a half hitch to lock it on. Do a few more to get that excess out of the way. Excess rope out. Get ready to go. Now, I would recommend, before I was just doing it for the video to kind of show, before I take off, you're going to want to check your cinch. If it's loose, it's really hard to get in there with these on the way. So that's it. That's how to put a pack on. There's more to it. Like I said, you can put a load on top here. This rope would go on the top, help stabilize it. There is what's called a diamond hitch. So one of these days maybe I'll do a diamond hitch video where you can actually throw the rope and tie it down on top more secure. This will get us by. You can pack quite a bit of weight on these. Dang near 300 pounds, give or take. It's about as much as you want to push it because you have your equipment here too. So, but that's quite a bit of meat and so forth, or weight, products, tents, whatever. So, all right, well, thank you.